Good cloudy day, everyone. I let the horses out in the meadow today. I'm trying not to let them out too much because I really want the meadow to grow grass. But I had to come pick some poisonous flowers that are poisonous to horses. Well, I Googled them, and they're actually poisonous to everything. They're poisonous to humans, they're poisonous to cows, they're poisonous to goats. You name it, they're poisonous. They're extremely poisonous to horses. They cause liver problems, and it is this plant right here. They kind of have a daisy flower, but as you can see, the flower's not the size of a daisy. They're smaller. And I've already collected one full bag. I had to get another bag to come out and continue collecting them. When they flower in their little cluster, they look like that. This is the color of their leaves, and they're normally purple at the bottom, and then as they grow up they get less purple, and then they have the yellow cluster of flowers, and they're normally a big cluster. They're actually really pretty. I would think, oh, how pretty, I'll put them in a vase, but not a good idea because they're poisonous. So I'm sure that even breathing them is not good. That's why I'm wearing a glove. There's not anything like stickery on them or anything, but they are poisonous. So what I do to get rid of them is every year around this time, so this is April, I normally try to do it after a good rain because then the ground is soft. I wear gloves, and I get at the very base of the root, or the base of the plant, as much as I can. And I try to get a firm hold on it, and then I just pull the whole thing up. Their roots are shallow, so it's not like a dandelion, because a dandelion root is actually really, they're like carrots. They really shoot down, and they're really strong and hard to pull. But these, fortunately, they just kind of grow at the surface, and then they spread. So they're pretty easy to pick. They are very, trying to find the word, they spread a lot, which, I mean, it's kind of obvious because of the amount of seeds that you can see, or the heads on them. So all of these little centers would turn into seeds. So you could see that they would spread a lot. And so I just grab them, and I don't get every single one of them. Sometimes there are ones that I don't get up very good, and I try to remember where they were, and then I'll go check on that area, and then I'll go back and see if it sprouted again, and then I'll try to pull it up. But anyway, this is what I do. Here's one that's really developed on the top. Not all yellow flowers are poisonous to horses, but these are. I am going to insert a picture of what these are called. Okay, so that is the official name of this flower. And I have discovered I am going to need another bag. I've already got this one full, and I have found several over here on this side. And then I'm gonna go up to the very, very top of the pasture because I've seen some up there, and I also see some going down in here, which you can't really see on the camera. But what I wanna show you real quick is the other yellow flowers that are out during this time. That I don't worry about picking. And so anyway, here is the flower that I definitely pick to make sure that they're not reproducing in the field. And over here, these flowers are poisonous to horses. But horses generally, as long as they have something else to eat, will not eat these. They're called buttercups. At least that's what I've always called them. They're super pretty. I remember being little, and we would go through like the cow field, and we would pick the buttercups and make, you know, silly girl stuff like crowns, or we would just wear them in our hair, put them in our ponytails. and we would just have a lot of fun with the buttercups. Buttercups are also poisonous to humans, and you shouldn't eat them, but they're not quite as bad as these little boogers, because these boogers they cause intestinal problems, liver toxicity, all kinds of other things. I have not looked up what buttercups do, but as far as I know, in my experience, I mean, I have never had an issue with collecting buttercups. But these are buttercups, and their leaves look like that. And then their flower, of course, looks like that. And then one other yellow flower. Let's see if I can find one. They're normally everywhere. And I am not seeing one on this side, so hold on. I will be right back when I find one. And the other yellow flowers that grow during this time of the year, and these flowers are not poisonous, and that's the dandelion. These are the dandelion wishes that you blow to make your wish come true, and their leaves look like this. This is the dandelion leaf, and dandelions are so good for you. They are good for the tops of a dandelion, and the leaves of a dandelion are extremely good for your kidneys. They detox your kidneys. They're super edible. You can eat them in salads. Their roots are extremely good for your liver. And I love dandelions being in my fields. I wish the horses would eat them like crazy because of the benefits of eating dandelions. I'm actually making a salve right now out of dandelion flowers. It's really good for cracked hands. You can tell I have not been using them. I'm still in the middle of making them, but you can drink this as a tea. You can eat it on a salad. And I read a story years ago, which don't quote me on my stories. You may want to do the research to make sure what I'm saying is true. But a story that I remember reading is that during the time of World War I, and I'm not sure if it was one or two, but anyway, during the devastating war, the war, people that lived in the wilderness literally survived because of this flower, because of the dandelion. They ate the dandelion. It was the only food they had to eat, and it was how they survived living in the wilderness trying to escape the war. Anyway, I don't remember the details of the story, but I do remember the story. This flower is not toxic to horses, and it's actually a beautiful flower, and I cannot believe how many people spray herbicides to kill this beautiful flower. Anyway, that is all I have for you today on how I try to maintain the growth of this yellow flower that's toxic to horses. I just come down after a good rain when the ground is soft, and I just pull it, and I normally only have to do that once a year. So as soon as I'm done pulling them, I'll be done for the year, and then I'll do it again next year. But that is how I control the plant the best that I can without using herbicides and poisonous products on the actual flowers. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that helps somebody out there identify the poisonous versus the non-poisonous yellow flowers that can grow in your horse pastures. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again next time. Bye!